All right, y'all, I'm back here the next day. I got the skid steer and I decided to come in from the other way, which it's already dried up a lot today. Getting over here late. I had to do some things to the skid steer, trying to get it to stop that alarm and stuff, but I guess I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and take it to Caterpillar. So anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna use the skid steer or the excavator to strip off this topsoil. Ground's pretty uneven, so it may be best to do it with the excavator first, then I'll just pile it up, and then I'll use the skid steer to move the piles. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it just yet. It's kind of sitting on the back side. It's kind of sitting on the back side of that little hill right there, and I kind of need to shave that hill down just a little bit. I'll get it figured out. So let me get this skid steer unloaded and fire up the excavator. So what I did with the skid steer is I drew me a line with my bucket, kind of a straight line here, and I'll just take this, at least get me a straight edge established, and then I may take the skid steer and try to strip off the topsoil. I don't know, it's kind of, it's still just kind of a wet, muddy mess, and I'm still not sure where I want to put the dirt. Every time I look at it, it changes. So I think what I'll do, let me get this sorted. Alright, I think what I'm going to do, because this dirt looks like it's actually, it's not very much topsoil. Actually, it's turns right into clay, just a couple inches below the surface there. So I'm just going to take this and stockpile it right here. I'll kind of figure out what to do with it as I go, I guess. I can at least get me a straight line established here, then that give me a reference to go off of with a skid steer. Usually this stuff, it don't really spread too well, so it's not like it's going to be good for really any fill dirt. I may just kind of waste it on this back corner actually. Kind of bring it up, I guess. It's not going to be a very big pad, about a 30 by 80 or so. Usually want about a 10-foot overhang on all four sides. So. got that tooth bucket. We'll see what she does. All right, I'm gonna fire up the skid steer now and start stripping this topsoil off. Maybe. Alright, I about got all that stripped off. I hit something right here, I don't know. An old muffler or something in the ground or something else right there I need to dig out. It's kind of a pretty good little hill right there. I'm gonna have to try to do something with. Oh, I may just kind of start shaving it off right there, but it's getting where it's aggravating in the skid steer, so I'm gonna finish it off with the excavator real quick and get a game plan. It's gonna be another day or so before I can get any dirt because the dirt pit is too wet, and they'll give this time to kind of dry out too. I think what I'm going to do is just take all this dirt and just move it around to the back corner back there. Leave some in there in that corner, and then the rest of it just fade it off the hill there. That's about all I can really do with it. All right, let me dig this stuff out. All right, I'm gonna dig this out right here. Some stuff buried in here. Trying to make sure ain't nothing else down in here. made probably 2 or 3 more loads of dirt than I thought I was going to have. Last night to bring me some dirt, which kind of in this area was a little bit cheaper than everybody else, so that's one good thing. Tell you what, dirt got pretty high there for a little bit. I'm sure it still is for some people, but hopefully diesel will keep coming on down. But I'm sure it ain't gonna last long. I guess the good thing about this is I got enough that's an old clothesline or tracer wire. I hope not. Dry out would be good. At least let it start airing out. Alright, I'm gonna take and push this dirt, waste it down the hill right there, and then probably gonna call it a day. The GoPro. Well, good morning everybody. It's about 2 days later. Seems to be dried out pretty good. I'm going to take he's got a little shed over there. I'm going to take and put some dirt in there for him. He said I didn't mind to backfill it just a little bit. I won't take a couple scoops. I'm going to get this thing fired up and checked out and warmed up. I pushed a wall of dirt up on me the other day, and I'm actually waiting on the dump truck now. So I don't think if that's them I heard. No, telephone people. So I guess really all I can do is wait on them. Yep. Let me get this thing fired up. All right, first dump truck's here. All right, I got the first load spread out. Kind of parked my skid steer there, so maybe he won't dump there again, because I was afraid he's gonna fall off in that hole. I got that low spot filled in and packed in pretty good, and you can, I somewhat got my, that's basically gonna be my line right there, and then I'll make it fall that way and then fall this way. It's got plenty of fall on the backside already. I really just need to get this front built up pretty good, because it's falling this way, and I just need it to kind of go like that. But I'll make the water just kind of go yonder way. It's really all I can do without having to cut this whole hillside down. We're gonna make it work. That one load of dirt went pretty far actually, which it's got a it's got a good bit of clay in it. Most of the dirt I get has just been really sandy, so I don't know what all this stuff is. It's old. I don't need to lose my flags here, kind of keep my references. But that's actually where they want the back of the porch to come to, so we should be fine there. I can actually probably move my high spot over a little bit more. It's probably what I'll do. I'll dump me another line, each bucket full, you know, side by side all the way down to create my high spot, and then I'll fade it on down. So we should be good. I should have either 3 or 4 more loads. I told them between 4 and 5 loads, which if they go as far as that one did, maybe only 3 loads, but we'll see. I'll be sitting here waiting on the driver to get back. All right, I got load number 2 in here now, and like I said, I think I'm gonna step it over a little bit and start building on this front side here, and that should give me my height, and then the next 2 loads should give me my width to carry it on out. So let me get these worked in here real quick. Okay, I got that load worked in there pretty good. Of course, you can't tell the grade on camera, but what I think I'm going to have to do, let me look at it from the bottom end. So I'm pretty good, I guess, other than, you know, just finishing or finish grading, smoothing everything out. I'm good basically on this side. What I need to do is that front up there is going to have to be brought up a good bit, and yeah, I'm just gonna have to bring that the front end up some, and then what I'll do is once I get this done, or my pad width good, then I'll work on the actual this slope here and get it to kind of fade this way instead of actually running to the house and then coming down. I'd rather it kind of start coming this way before it ever reaches the house pad, which that's just kind of double the protection of the water running under the house. There's no way it's going to run under the house because this is probably built up 2 feet. Like I said, it's hard to tell grade, but my crest is at least 2 feet higher than it is over here. It's running this way and then down towards me. I would rather it slope this way before it actually reaches the house pad, if that makes sense. Of course, the backside, we ain't got no problems there. And what I'll figure I'll do is I'll kind of work this extra stuff just around here, which all that'll be the finished grading. But maybe that's 2 loads, so maybe 2 more, maybe 3. I think 2 would be plenty, because they're sitting on good clay. It's not like I need to cut all that out and backfill it. I really just had to get the topsoil off, and should be good. So we'll wait on the truck. Well, Houston, we have a problem. When the truck was pulling in here, I don't guess he's seen the water meters there, and it seems to have broke one of them. So I thought we got it turned off, and I don't know if that's the water just coming back out of the water line. There's 2 boxes here, and I ain't got a clue where they're even going, because it's a ways away from the house, unless I hope maybe one is going down through there to that shop. But then again, I don't know, so got something else to deal with. Y'all, I thought today was gonna be a good day. The water started running down through there, so I got an excavator and kind of cut me a little ditch to get it to go yonder way. I'm still not sure where that water's still flowing from. It's got to be flowing from the pipe, but I don't know why it'd be flowing that much back through here, so I'm gonna have to reach down in there and figure out maybe where it's coming from. I'll take my jacket off. I just really don't want to get wet. Still still coming out on the water main side. So I guess I'm gonna have to call the water department. Terrific. All right, so I called the water man, and he's actually fixing another one at the moment. So he said he'd be out here just as soon as he got that one done. So it is what it is. And it's not, I don't think it's broke all. Of course, it's not broke all the way on their side. Otherwise, it would be like Old Faithful out here. It's just, I can feel it leaking out around the where the pipe plugs into the meter. So it may not be nothing to it. I don't know how their side actually hooks up, but there's actually 2 meters here. There's another one right there, and then this one. So I have no clue what's going on in here. So I told him I had an excavator here, so whatever he needed me to do, I would be here to assist. So, and I got one more load of dirt coming. Actually, I need to ditch that out a little bit more. I still got water running down through here. So, I guess when the load of dirt shows up, then I'll get that spread out and continue working on the house pad till the water guy gets here. Oh yeah, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. All right, y'all, I basically got the pad finished. It actually looks really good. I'm proud of it. Pad's finished. I'm going to cut this hill out with an excavator a little bit and get it kind of roughed in, and I'll take the skid steer and finish it out. And then I'm kind of saving that topsoil there to see, maybe I'll probably just kind of put it right here, a little low spot right there. I'll put it right there and then fade it on out down the hill. Then I got to go around here, and I dumped him 2 bucketfuls of dirt on that shed, but the skid steer is so tall that I can't even get up under there. So he said he'd spread it with a tractor. So, but then I got to track around there and bury a burn pile for him. But I'm gonna go to lunch. I was thinking about just eating my tears for lunch, but that just ain't gonna fill me up. So I'm gonna go on to lunch, and not sure when the water guy's gonna get here, but she's still spewing out the ground. So, but I did get it diverted around so it wouldn't be running down through here, because it was starting to make a mess right there, and I didn't want to have to deal with that too. So anyway, I'm gonna go to town real quick and grab some lunch, and then I will be back, and maybe the water guy will be here. All right, so the water guys showed up, and they was nearly done by the time I got back from lunch. They must have showed up about the time I left. But there was a T coming in here. Well, there was the main. They're connecting to the main from this way, so it was coming into this meter and then T-ing again, going here, and I guess going off to the shop behind me, not sure. But they just spliced it with a pecks and some shark bite fittings. Wasn't much to it, but glad that they did take care of that for me. And guy was really nice. And of course I had met him actually on another job with a 313. They was there to make sure that I wanted them there to make sure I didn't hit the actual water main, because nobody was sure where it really was. So anyway, he knew me from that job, so it all worked out, and I'm thankful that that didn't turn into a bigger mess than I thought it was going to. So now I'm going to jump in the excavator and I'm going to shape this up, kind of get it better, because the pad, I need the pad. The pad's fine, it's just I want to get this a little better, kind of for the front yard. It really wouldn't have hurt to have took down this hill a lot, but you know, kind of only allotted so much money to do these things, and I really don't even have to do this, but I kind of want to do it for them to kind of help their front yard here. So let me jump in the excavator and try to get this finished up. That's shaping up nicely. I got enough cut out there. I think I'm gonna be happy with that. And then I took some of this good dirt that I was digging out and just gonna put back up on the pad, and that way I can make this, even this front face, just that much steeper. So I'm gonna let this sit a minute and kind of let it air out, because if I don't, it don't really spread just too great. And I'm gonna go back here to the back of the shop and bury some of that stuff he's got burned up, and bury that, and then I'll come back over here and knock this out. I'm just gonna take that and shove it off the back side of the hill, and then I'll get on this edge and just kind of smooth it down with a skid steer. And there should be a wrap on this one. So all right, I think I finally got her. I'm happy with it. Let me go down here from the other end, look back this way. This is really good clay. It sure ain't going nowhere. Ain't got to really worry about it washing either. If it was a lot of sand, I'd be kind of worried about it washing, but there she is. That's gonna be a wrap on this one. Appreciate y'all.